All right, now that Nikolai is officially done, and we're done with that horrible show, I wanted to sit down and rank every Star Wars project that Disney has done since they bought it back in 2012. So the last 12 years of what they've been doing the Star Wars universe. I'm gonna rank it from worst to best and give you guys my opinion on it. And let's get right to it. And please do not give me in the comments that it's my list and just how I thought about those projects being used from the Star Wars growing up. Last place, no surprise there. On number 15 is gonna be The Acolyte. I did a full review on the show. If you want to go look at it, that's what I thought about the entire show. But it's dead last. I don't think nobody was surprised about that. It was horrible, and I don't think nobody actually liked that show. Number 14 is gonna be The Rise of Skywalker. It was a terrible ending to the sequels. I don't know how they messed up so bad with that movie, but it was terrible. One of the laziest writing I've seen in all of Star Wars, and it really broke, my love for the show, for that trilogy. Last Jedi was also bad, but like Rise of Skywalker was a lot worse. If you tell me the Last Jedi is worse than Rise of Skywalker, it's not. Last Jedi is bad. Don't get me wrong; it's a horrible movie, but Rise of Skywalker is just like special bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just the writing is bad. They brought back Palpatine for whatever fucking reason. It's a bad movie overall. That's number 14. Number 13, I have the Book of Boba Fett. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I love Morrison. I love his Boba Fett. His part of that show was good. Like, the acting was good from his part. There was just bad writing around it. Sure, it was cool to see Mando coming back for that. I think we all knew it was gonna happen. Cad Bane was really cool to see too. There's some moment is like it's cool, but overall the writing was so shit, and it's a bad show overall, and I hated it. Again, if this show would have been better, and we didn't get the Power Rangers characters with their fucking bikes, it would be a lot better. But it's horrible. It's bad. Number 12, I have the season 3 of Mando, The Mandalorian. I'm gonna rank the season separately. Season 3 of Mando was shit. It was just so, after the first 2 seasons were so good, and like top 3 was what Disney did with Star Wars. I don't know what happened with season 3, but it's horrible. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I know I did not like it. I if you go watch my watch party on my YouTube channel, I didn't get any really nice reaction out of it. Sure, we get Christopher Lloyd. I think it was episode 5 with like the droids. That's a nice cameo. But like, what was Jack Black and Leslie doing in that? I don't know. It was just a horrible season overall. Number 11, I have Obi-Wan. Listen, I like Ewan. I love his character in that show. Like, again, Ewan did a good job playing Obi-Wan, and then of course Aiden did a good job playing Darth Vader / Anakin in that show. But yeah, like the writing was so bad. Like the CGI was also very bad at some points too. Talking about that one fire scene. That's just, come on, it's a Disney project. It shouldn't be that bad. I'm still surprised that Obi-Wan only got like $100 million budget, and Nikolai got $180 million. But anyways, bad show overall. Obi-Wan was good, like Ewan was good, Aiden was good in it. I really, really hated the young Leia. Again, I'm not gonna hate on her because she's young. The same thing with Lloyd that played Anakin, Anakin in Phantom Menace, but it just wasn't hit. And that chase scene is so bad. Like this, it's bad. Number 10, I have Ahsoka. If you take away the flashback episode, which is definitely the best episode of the show, the rest is just shit. Doesn't make sense. The writing is bad. The last 2 episodes were bad too. Like, I don't know what's happening with the show. It was nice to see like the Rebel character in live action, but like Ahsoka, it really is like a season 6 of Rebels in live action, but done poorly. Like, Star Wars Rebel was very, very good, and that is just, again, I think season 6 of Rebels just done badly and just shit. But yeah, I don't have much stuff about Ahsoka. It was okay. Like, Aiden was good again. Once again, it's Anakin, but that's pretty much it. It's horrible. Horrible show. Number 9, I have The Last Jedi. It would be lower in my list, but like, you know what it's like below Last Jedi is what I just talked about. Our words in Last Jedi. It's the way that Ryan ruled Luke, we all hated. The movie did not make sense at all. Like, there's so many shit that's like, what is happening there? Like the fact that like, oh, Rey is a nobody, and in the rest of it, they're like, oh no, she's a Palpatine again. That's when we said the rest of it was so bad, because like Ryan just ignored everything that happened in Last Jedi and just made, it was weird the way that the trilogy was made, but it was just a bad movie overall. I think there's enough bad things already been said about The Last Jedi. I don't have to say it here, but you know why it's bad. Number 8, I have Solo. At one point in time, I preferred Legend of Solo, but you know what? Young Lando literally like made me like that movie. I did not like, I forgot the name of the actor who played young Han Solo, but it's just like, you can't just take Harrison Ford. It doesn't make sense that he looks different too. Yeah, sure, he kind of looks like Harrison Ford, but overall, just mid movie. It's not the worst I've seen from Star Wars. Definitely, I mean, just worse than is that. But overall, it's just an okay movie. I mean, Rudy Ellison, I love his character in that movie. I love him like Carl's character too. Chewbacca was great. Again, young Lando was good too. Han Solo was good too. Again, it just felt weird and just overall just a weird movie. But there's still some cool sequences in Solo, but just overall just not good. Number 7 is The Force Awakens. Yes, Mr. Simmons, number 7. I don't know what to tell you. It's okay. You know, it's basically like a copy of A New Hope, just with different characters, but like also the OG character coming back, like Luke, Leia, and Han Solo, R2, C-3PO, blah blah blah. But overall, it's not the worst. And like Disney had an okay start with like, you know, their live action projects. Of course, before Force Awakens came Rebels, you know. But like I don't even know how to describe Force Awakens. It's an okay movie. It's not the worst, but it's definitely far from being the best. It's just okay. Number 6, I have Star Wars Rebels. Just in all the, I'm not gonna rank all seasons separately because there's 6 of them, and it's, or 5, sorry, whatever. And again, it's like will be too much of a long video. Overall, it's a good show. The characters are loved. You know, Rex coming back, Ahsoka, of course. The 2-son episode between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul is one of the best Star Wars you've ever seen. Ever who disagree, you're wrong. And of course, Ahsoka and Vader. That episode 2 was nice. But the 2 sons, when when Obi-Wan confronts Maul, is such a beautiful Star Wars. And I invite you to go on YouTube and look at Sam Witwer, who voices Darth Maul, was to play Starkiller in the Force Awakens game, Force Unleashed games. But he explained that episode, like how they was behind the scene with like Dave and everybody was when they were doing the show. It's such a good episode, and overall a good season, a good show. Alright, top 5. Number 5, I have Andor. Now, I know people would say this is probably like the second best project. People would say it's better than Mando. I love Andor. I really did. But what's over Andor, I like it more personally. Just because it was a TV show, and I prefer movies over TV shows. That's just my preference. Again, it's good. It's in the top 5. There's nothing wrong with Andor. It's just like the top 5, I think, are just very good. It was just me, like, try to paste them together, you know. You know, it's like there's something really wrong with Rebels. It's just like the top 6, I would say, are like all good Star Wars content from Disney. It's just I had to rank them, and Andor was just gonna go number 5 because I prefer the 4 over that more than I prefer Andor, but still very good show. Nothing wrong with Andor. Number 4, I have season 2 of The Mandalorian. Amazing, amazing. Season 2, Ahsoka being there, of course. Who can forget the Luke Skywalkers in the end? If you go on YouTube, YouTubers were crying when they saw Luke coming at the last episode. Again, I can talk for hours about season 2 of Mando. There's already been said, so I'm just gonna go to the next spot. Number 3, Rogue One. I've done a video on it already. If you're gonna look on my YouTube channel, my full review of Rogue One is there. Amazing, and of course, I found out Darth Vader scene again. Chef kiss. And fun fact, Dave Filoni directed that Darth Vader scene at the end of Rogue One. If you didn't know, now you do. Number 2 is gonna be season 1 of Mandalorian. I remember the trailer first dropped. People were hyped. We watched it. We all loved it. We fell in love with Grogu, or Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call it. But it's 2024. You should call him Grogu at this point. Amazing. Again, there's not something nice that has to be said about Mando season 1 that I can already say. Everything's already been said. I've seen things on YouTube and TikTok about it too. But I loved it, and I still do, and I go ahead and rewatched it sometimes. It's really good. And my number 1 is going to be season 7 of The Clone Wars. The first 4 episodes are good with the Bad Batch. The sisters episode I liked less, but the last 4 episodes, when it's tied up to Revenge of the Sith, it's some of the best Star Wars I've ever seen, and it was animated too. It was such a beautiful ending. That last shot with Vader in the helmet still is in my head. That Siege of Mandalore was amazing. To find also that saw that in Ahsoka was really cool too. But overall, like, I love season 7 Clone Wars so much. And of course, Maul versus Ahsoka was amazing too. And like the fact that we brought about Ray Party, much regard for that. It was amazing. But yeah, here's my rank: King of all Star Wars by Disney. If you guys like, let me know in the comments. What's your ranking of those? And thank you for watching this long ass video. Peace. Thank you.